Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's special program. Actually, today we're going to be having a creative and innovative hour section. We're going to be talking to an innovator. We're going to be talking to somebody who has built something very unique, and it's going to be quite an interesting episode today. Sorry that we're starting about 10 minutes late. I'm Joshua AMATARE coming to you live from Kyiv, Ukraine. Please share this link with as many people as possible, and please get them to come in and listen to one of the latest inventions and creative and innovative solutions that a Nigerian has come up with to help solve the problem of bombs and things of that nature, explosives generally. And he's residing currently in Canada, but he's somebody who started his education in Nigeria. He's fully Nigerian. You're going to be listening to his story, and he's going to be telling us of his journey to coming up with this solution that is much needed, because we've had a lot of problems with terrorism. Wherever we go to, we have bomb detectors, we have explosive detectors in the airports, in important places just before you get in there, and that is something that we're used to. But he has taken it a step further, and he's going to be telling us about what he has created. So please share this with as many people as you can. Share it on your wall, share it through private chat groups, through your inbox, and I believe that we're going to have a great session. So before we go forward, please go on Dr. Sunday's YouTube channel. If you're not somebody who likes to watch on Facebook, you can watch this show live on Dr. Sunday Adelaja's YouTube channel. The show is also streaming live there. And those of you who, I saw that some people were not comfortable with the Facebook quality and the distractions. So when you go on YouTube, you're able to watch the show uninterrupted, and you can also chat and comment and share your thoughts. So without much further ado, please welcome our guest for today, Mr. AKINBOWALE ADEWUMI. Please, hello, Mr. AKINBOWALE, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. This is afternoon from here, from Toronto, Canada. Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm very, very glad to have this privilege to share this thing that has been a burden in my heart for so many times. So I actually, when I came to Canada, I came as a Laden immigrant. Mm-hmm. I came with my family. So because I studied electrical engineering in Nigeria, I was unable to do anything with my feet. So I just ended up selling oil product in Ibadan, in Nigeria. So when I came, I couldn't practice here as well. So I was counseled to go back to school. So that really made me to go back to school. But if this thing has happened when I was in the school, that would have made it easier. The government can fund it. The student can join hand with me, and the school board can easily join me. Because this is exactly what I experienced when I begin to think I want to make impact to do something. I know if I want to travel to US or to anywhere, in the port, you will see they will be checking you as something. And I think that this thing will be making so easier if not only in the airport, it can be used in either in the bank, now we know that this is exactly this is the time, the era of a bombing here and there, because of the weapons that nuclear weapons, everything so people are converting it in a negative way to destroy life. So I now think that if this thing can happen and people can be checking on that in the airport before you can enter, so definitely we can do it. We can use it not only in the airport, even the military can also use it with a different kind of radio frequency, which before you get very close, this thing will peak, will sense the dangerous things, and will alert. And it can also take the pictures of whosoever is trying to bomb. So because everything is a time frame, and this thought began to come to me, I started writing. I was studying. I do every lot of things. I have some friends here in Canada. We finished, but they were so busy. I was telling them, my friends, let's come together. We were working together when we're in the campus, when we are doing these things together. I want us to come together this time and let's do this thing. But they were so busy because they were so engaged in what they are doing, and they don't want to do that. So I said, okay, I will be doing it alone. So I moved this thing. I was joining an establishment I want this thing to be done by all means. So what can I do? Financially, the strength was not there to do it on my own, and there's no workshop for me. So I wrote this thing, and when I took it to my former school, they said, "Oh, this would have been fantastic. Even if being a student, that would have even make a kind of a great record." So a little they contributed, but they even referred me to a company. Those companies said they can't do that. So when I was in the process of doing that, I saw eventhep.com. So when I took the product there, they asked me series of questions as if I want to really go into re-exam. Probably I stole a kind of technology from other place. So I have to sign because I know the consequence of if you plagiarize in this part of the world, you are going to be in big mess. So I was asked to sign a document, series of documents, and I signed those things. They took it away.
Those documents were to prove that this was an original product from yourself and it was not a copyright of something else, correct?
Exactly. So they took it for more than 2 or 3 weeks. So after that, they called me to the office again. How old are you? I mentioned my age. They say, how? You are in this age? Which school did you study? Why do you? They were asking. I just comport myself, but I give the explanation. This thought came from me, and from there they were so interested. So they said, okay, since we already saw the patent something and we see, and it's according to the judicial system of United States, because they only have the branch office in Canada here. So they took, I showed the thing was written US. So they took it to US. Congratulations, first stage has been done. We are working on it. This after the series of time, they just send me a letter again that this thing will be capital intensive, and the fear is that if they invest so much on this product, they don't know how this thing can be marketable in the world. But within me, I know this is exactly a country that I came from, they need most. I know. And I was trying to do that, but they couldn't, they just drop. But somebody told me, this thing, be on the watch out because they may likely get a new version and and invent it and begin to sell it. Do you know that recently, last year November, even my country here in Canada, they brought that idea out that they are going to protect the airport with this kind of project. So a friend told me, listen to the news, because he knew about it. Maybe because I sent it to federal government, they didn't do anything about it. I sent it to the provincial government, they didn't do anything about it. I sent it to even this municipal government, nothing. So that made me to be a little bit frustrated. So, but what really encouraged me was that I listened to DSA message, turning the invisible energy to reality. I say, So I was struggling with me. Let me contact this man, because I know that in this time we need it, because bombing everywhere is reality, and people are this thing have the power. It's through the electromagnetic, just like we're getting signal in our Wi-Fi. I will put a simple English that people can easily understand what I mean by this thing. And this thing has been burning within me. So when they decline that this thing, they can't continue in April 2018, I was down. The thing really, because I don't know. Since the government has denied, the provincial, they didn't respond. So this thing really made me to be disturbed. But the moment I share with DSA, my hope rise up again. And even when it rose, I begin to see that even new innovation, because of the bombing here and there, they get it. That's Nona sensor. Nona sensor is so faster and so easier, and it's so simple, more than the proximity. You can see people have developed technology is a kind of it's a dynamic profession that it doesn't stay in one place. If you are not even there, you are not updating yourself, you'll be outdated. That's the technology. So I now notice that even what I already designed, that at that time, is now becoming outdated because every day technology keep coming. So this is exactly what really makes me, because I know that this thing will make impact, not only in Africa, all over the world, that before people can bomb in a time frame, this thing will have peaked. The sensor will sense it, will detect it, and they will send it into alarm will begin to ring, and they begin to see. People can easily take the picture of whosoever want to bomb, either in the bank or whatever. If you are carrying with dangerous thing, they can easily get you easily. This is my passion, and I really want this passion to come to reality. Because
this is a bomb proximity sensor detector, right?
Yes.
And it also has a security camera attached to it. Okay, so does that mean that if somebody is close to it, maybe a proximity of 5 meters or 10 meters, it can tell if you're carrying an explosive, it takes your picture, and then it sends it to those at the control system, who would now approach you before you get close to where you're supposed to carry out whatever violent act or what have you, right?
Yeah, the moment you are coming very close, and with that dangerous weapons, the thing will trigger alarm into the people in security. They can easily know, they will take the picture, and everything will be done.
So that means instead of coming to check you like they do at the airport, which is very close to your body, this can be done from a very far distance, and everybody's life is protected.
Exactly. That's why we call it proximity, because it has the tendency to send a signal before you move closer. You don't need to come closer. It's a kind of a wireless something that it will play the signal as you are coming closer. So, and it will alert the security that this person they can easily, because bombing is a time frame. It may take 30 minutes or before this thing, because the person bringing it now, they know maybe between 10 to 15 minutes. So something will have been done before the detonation.
So what makes this particular one different from every other one that is out there? Is it that others need a closer proximity or others don't have proximities at all? But what makes your own design unique?
Yeah, what really make it unique is because it can be used anywhere. People are having camera, they know, in the offices, in the company, whatever. People are having camera in everywhere, even in the military. But this time around, it will make the job easier and lesser than lining up, checking your pocket, checking everywhere, whether you have bomb, whatever, this thing. So they can, even this one, apart from bomb, maybe you have pen, whatever, they can easily know that one. And that's why they designed Nuna sensor. The Nuna sensor make it more easier now that you either solid things, liquid or whatever, or biological, they can easily know that you are coming with this thing. So this is the reason why my passion. And the moment I brought it to event help, they were so happy. I don't know why, what really come to them, and eventually, that's why I show you the letter to prove it. So I don't know, but the
audience has not seen the letter. You only showed it to me behind the scenes, so you might want to show them the letter of the event help.
Yeah, this is from event help. I will forward it to DSA.
All right.
I don't know. I will forward it to DSA the copy immediately after this this thing. This is something that this is 2017. Mm-hmm. So, and they were so happy. Not only that, they signed a contract when they noticed that the thing is mine. So these are the contract papers. These are the contract papers they signed with me, event help. So before they finally declined that, we'll try, but I don't want to mention, probably because I'm black, because the question they asked me, it was so, I underline the statement. Why did you come to North America? That's the first question. Did you study in this place? How were you taught in your country? Why they were bombarding me as I know that something is going on, but I don't want to just go from that area. So eventually, people told me because you know your race, you know where you come from, and here and there. So I just said, well, no problem. If that's the reason, um, probably I will still keep the hope there and thinking that one day if I have the opportunity. So I know when I just talked to DSA, DSA was so passionate. Wow. He said, you need to let me know and text me your phone number and everything. I will connect you. My hope rise again. Because apart from the messages I've been listening to online that really touched me, and I didn't know that this kind of messages has been happening because there's some personal issues that I discussed with DSA. I just discussed his personal. He said, my brother, go and be listening to some messages. And after those messages, I began to see other. I never knew myself. So, wow, this thing I keep on. That's why I immediately after I finished those, I started listening to those messages. I sent him a message. That's sir, I have already have this thing. This is my issue. Oh, if that's the case, we can also bring it. Maybe we put it to the people. They'll be able to know what we can do from there. So this thing have the ability to change, to protect not only the nation, establishments, schools, any out of violence things that are going on in our community. This is the reason why I know that this thing is very unique.
Fantastic. Have you tried to contact the Nigerian government to see if this is something they will be interested in getting involved in due to the challenges that we're facing in Nigeria?
I never, because I know that to me, I'm not trying to downgrade Nigeria because I know before I left the country, they are just a dream killer there. Because Nigeria doesn't invent on something. That's it. So I know that if everything is invented here, we can take it there. That's what they want.
Okay, so they just want the finished product in Nigeria. They're not interested in the process.
The Nigerian government need the finished product. Because I'm from Nigeria, so I know they don't. Because if this thing is being done, there are so many talented Nigeria they couldn't move forward because nobody to help. So these are the problems. Except this thing is solved. So that I don't really bother to, because they will say, "Oh, you are in Canada, you are sending it to us there." You know, it looks so ironically. So I don't even bother myself. But I believe that. When you have a kind of a mind to do something, God will make a way. That's exactly what I've been thinking for a long time.
So how much is it going to take you to build the prototype so that you're able to at least so that you're able to show it to people and garner their interest? Because it's purely theoretical at this point. So how much do you need for the prototype? What budget are you looking forward to?
Yeah, because the cost estimates in the society. That's one of the reasons why I think I was having problem with the inventors. If I should do that one, technologically, it's always trial and error. It's not something that you make a mistake, you go on. But if I have something up to between, if I can't just give the estimate now. Okay. Because things are changing, yes. So I don't want to just make a mistake, except I go to the market and begin to cost it again.
I think that you should, because, for example, somebody listening might want to start a GoFundMe page for you, for example, and you can do that yourself also. You can go on GoFundMe and you can say, hey, I've got this project. I'm trying to raise funds to, build a prototype so that we can help save lives and we can stop terrorists and people who intend to do us harm. So this is the amount I'm working towards. So you can say, for example, I need $5,000 to actualize this dream, so please contribute. So there has to be a figure that people will be able to work with so that they will have a goal and they will have a picture in their minds of what they are contributing to and how much it is going to take for them to get to that goal. So that's just an idea. I believe that is something that you can work with. So maybe a GoFundMe page, since your schools and the event help have refused to give you what you need, you're going to have to source for the funds yourself. I don't know what discussions you've had with DSA, but he is still bogged down here with court cases. So he might want to join in the mass production, but this initial stage, you might have to go it alone by doing crowd sourcing and crowdfunding. And I think that's something that can work. So what do you think?
Yeah, actually, that's a very good idea, like what you suggested. The other thing is this, I want to be comfortable with people that can pick I'm just talking generally now, comfortable with the people that can pick this kind of vision. So because technology too is a kind of a group work. So it's not something that anybody can just do on his own alone. And then it's a very big vision. It's a very big vision, which also, because the invents help the discover problem. They told me they have a kind of problem. They said that they can overcome it, but it's going to cost them money. They never mentioned the total amount. It's going to cost a lot. That's what he said. That really made me to say, okay, if I have to say I need 30,000 or I need 10,000 or 5,000, if it's not working, I will not be able. But if a team of people can put heads together, like I chat with you personally, and I'm talking of a professional in my field.
So what kind of professionals are you looking for? Are you looking for people who did electrical engineering like you did, or you need people from other fields as well?
Yeah, any other field that have the idea, because
what kind of idea exactly?
People that have the idea of electrical electronics or computer, we can team together, because either computer, electrical electronics, they are similar to the same line, because there's no way you can become electronic without having electrical knowledge. So these are the ideas that we can have together and make it solid to bring the dream into reality.
All right. Have you patented this, your design?
What I did was that I sent it, because they told me there are two options, that when you write the stuff, you write it, you can take it to the post office, seal it. I have it sealed that I must never open, in case if anybody try to go through that one without my consent, then that will be illegal issues. So those things also legal here. That's what I did, because at that time when I was supposed to patent it, it was highly costly here. So, and I have to drop the idea. So the alternative, when I was telling my Christian brothers here, they told me who understand law, whatever. So alternatively, you can do it in this way. And that's what I did, and I kept it ever since 2017.
All right, so you went to the post office, you sealed it up, and then you mailed it to yourself? Or you mailed it to somewhere else?
I mailed it to myself. I have the copy now.
Okay, so you have it sealed as a proof that this is something that you created?
Yes. So if anybody now, because I've been searching through the internet too, if I can, probably somebody is trying to do that. So I want to make it, because when I learned that they were trying to do something similar in this place, the thing troubled me, because already they are aware. They didn't respond, they never respond to my mail. So, and I started searching, because if this thing happen, this is a law, this is a country that they respect the law of the land more than God here. I know Canada for that. They respect law of this country more than the law in the Bible. So I said, okay, if this thing happen, and I can see, because I already sent it to them, I send it to provincial, I send it to, so if I see the trace, then that will be a serious issue with them.
All right.
Yeah, as a citizen.
Interesting. So those of you who are, sorry, go ahead.
As a citizen, I have the right to do that here.
Okay, so you can sue anybody who tries to make use of your design without your permission?
Without my permission, the person will surely, So that's it.
Great. So,
That
ladies and
become
gentlemen, those of you who are listening, if you're interested in electrical engineering or you know people who are in that field who might want to work with Mr. AKINBOWALE, please go to his Facebook page. That's his name on the screen, and write to him, and I'm sure that he will be willing to listen to you and bring you on board this unique project, because this is something that is needed in Nigeria, needed in Africa, even if the West might not be willing to embrace it. As long as this is something that we know that we need in our home countries, it is worth investing in. So I hope those of you who are listening, there are a few engineers out there or computer experts, programmers who are interested in taking this step, taking this product forward and moving it to the next step. Please contact Mr. ADEWUMI. All right, so sir, take us back to the beginning. When you were talking about, or when you were studying electrical electronics, did you want to be an inventor, or what exactly were your dreams and your visions?
really, in my life, when originally, I'll be having a passion to do something. I didn't want to be, even when I finished my program here in Canada,
No, I'm talking about when you started in Nigeria. Did you have any dreams of inventing, or you just wanted to get a good job and, you know, get into the system and have a good life? When exactly was that your dream?
Exactly. My dream was to be honest with you, to get a good job in Nigeria, because I know Nigeria does not have, they are dream killer. I remember when I was in the campus, when we were in the schools together with my friends and colleagues, there are so many inventors that took place, and that is the end of everything. So, and again, I also have it, I never think of leaving Nigeria anyway. I never have that kind of thought. But when things begin to turn upside down and I begin to think about the future of my children and whatever, I said, what the hell, let me leave. So that really makes, so when I came to Canada, I don't want to be working on other people. I want to be on my own, to think, to use. So immediately, but the thought started coming to me when I left the school. That is the only thing, because when you're in the school, you have so many things. Let me finish this program or whatever. But up to today, I want to be an independence. I don't want to work under anybody. Just to see. That has been my thought. And again, with the messages I listen, so it's better for me to be alone, to at least to impart my knowledge. I mean, to impart the society through the knowledge that I have.
All right. So do you have a company right now that is responsible for your innovations, or you're still getting to that?
Yeah, there's no company for that at the moment, but there's other area that I'm working personally, you know, as a, not only that, I'm also a Christian author. I wrote some books. So, because, you know, I just have to do something. When I came to this country too, I saw a lot of whatever that I know is not right. And even in the church, whatever I don't, people know me that I'm very, very outspoken. I can challenge anything that is not right. I follow the Bible. I don't follow the protocols or the kind of the rules of the elders that is not biblical. I don't really follow that one. So, though people know me and I have kind of challenges and difficulties, even with the church leader in this country that I am, which I don't even care. So, to cut the story short, my thought is just to be what God wants me to be. So whatever I know is not right, I'm not following it. So I want to be exactly what God wants me to be. That really make me, and when I begin to see what the society, what they are doing, and even somebody was telling me sometimes, he say, oh, I remember doing my third marriage. I say, my third marriage, what make you to get to that level? And so many things that people are, as a Christian, they just take it casually, as there is nothing. So all those kind of things.
And this person was a Christian talking to you?
As a Christian. She's a Christian woman. So we just met in a group. So I said, wow. I have no right to challenge. I just say, what? So with what I'm seeing around me, so it really also makes me to, okay, let me be writing books as well.
On marriage?
I wrote book on marriage.
All right, to address the issue of divorce that you saw that was very rampant in the society.
My book is active on marriage, and it was To be honest with you, and it was rated in US because they sent a copy to me. People are reading it and they say, wow, this your book is
What's
really
the title of the book?
Principles of Christian Marriage and Family Life.
All right. Is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
All right, fantastic. So those of you who are interested, please go to Amazon, Principles of Marriage and Family Life.
Principles of Christian Marriage and Family Life. So
okay, Christian marriage and family
Christian
life.
marriage and family life. So it's revealed from either you are from the spinster or bachelors to the last stage, even as an old woman, as a widow, whatever, as a Christian, what you can still do to love God, to trust God, and whatever. That covers so many areas, and how husband and wife can live together in peace, how they can train their children. Those things are there, and winning the invisible war with Christ is also in. I wrote 7 books now, to the glory of God. So these are the things, because I want to do things. Why I'm saying this, and I want to do things by myself. I wrote books on prayers, prevailing prayers of intercession, but I wrote those books. I wrote prayers on evangelization and Christian development. So these are the things that motivated me to change my society, because I know that you can only change your society through the grace of God in your life.
And through knowledge, of course.
Yeah, because grace comes before knowledge. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yes. Grace comes before knowledge.
All right. Fantastic. So I believe that those who are listening would be encouraged to understand that they too can invent things, and it's possible for you to get an education and go beyond just getting a job and actually progress into becoming an innovator, because the likes of Elon Musk and all of those people who we see in Silicon Valley, they all started out like you know, with a dream from Africa, and they were able to come up with products that society needs, and today they are being celebrated. So I would advise you to start your own company. I don't think it's very expensive, but at least your company should have a name as a technology company, so that people can begin to, at least identify you with it as you come up with a lot more innovations, and people can also be able to come in to work with you and work with your company, identify you with your company, and join hands with you to bring forth all of your dreams and all of your visions to life. And I believe that in the near future, we'll be celebrating a lot of those inventions being used across the continent of Africa and possibly across the continent of the world. Across the world, continents of the world,
Yes.
So please, those of you who are listening, contact him on Facebook if you're interested, and I believe that you guys can be able to come up with something that we'll be proud of as Africans. He has already done most of the work. He just needs help, and I believe that as many of us as can join hands with him, he would be somebody who you will not regret joining hands with, to make sure that this project comes to life. So, Mr. ADEWUMI, do you have any final words before we leave?
Yeah, the final word I would like to say is this: like I said earlier, this is not a matter of ADEWUMI's technology. It's a matter of changing the world. If we can come together in absolute trust, and I believe that we are here, we are born for certain reasons. It's not just by mistake. We are not just here on earth to live and go like that. We have to do something that God has deposited in us. So this is exactly my passion. And I just believe that people can just have this nature and, working with other people. You are serving people for life. That will not really be the best. I'm not saying it's not good, but I don't think it's the best. So if we can't have this nature of what can I do as a person to change the world, I think that one will be much better than continue to serve 24 hours and every time under a person. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So thank you, Mr. ADEWUMI. I believe that a lot of people, or a few people at least, will contact you, and I trust that they will be interested in this project, because the issue of security is very paramount in Africa as a continent and all over the world. So Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, whoever you are, if you're good at engineering, you did electrical engineering, or you're a programmer and you're good with computers, please contact him so that you guys can work together and bring up a product that we will be proud of and that will solve a lot of problems and keep the people of our continent and the world safe. So God bless you. Thank you very much for coming on the show today. We look forward to you starting your company and going big, and we'll be willing to always help promote whatever products that you come up with next.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome. Bye for now. So ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. ADEWUMI all the way from Canada with his new invention, a bomb sensor technology that helps to detect bombs from a far place. The proximity is something that they are working on, but I believe that it will go a long way to save lives, because we have a lot of problems with suicide bombers today, and that is something that needs to be addressed in Africa, especially Nigeria. I happen to have spent some time in the north, and that was a very scary problem to have, because people could not go to church and feel safe. People could not go to the markets and feel safe. So this is a technology that can make a huge difference in our society. So those of you who want to join in the project, please contact him. And I believe that the results will be remarkable by God's grace. All right. Those of you who did not join us last week, please go on DSA's YouTube channel. Like he said, he was able to listen to messages on DSA's channel on, finding your purpose, on innovation, how to convert time to products, and all of those topics. You can find them on DSA's YouTube channel. And I believe that you will also have inventions and testimonies to share and products to show for your time. Those of you who want to be mentored, if you want to become a millionaire, there's a mentorship program for that. I believe that when you write to us by just emailing us on mentorship@godembassy.org, you'll be able to join the Millionaires Club, and you'll be able to be taught how to become a millionaire. And in a few years from now, depending on how fast you can go, you'll become a millionaire. You'll become financially free to be able to live out your purpose and dominate the world for God's kingdom. If you want to find out who you are, there's also a mentorship program for that. Who am I and why am I alive? DSA will take you through a program that will help you to discover yourself and turn you into the person that God wants you to be. So these are just 2 projects or 2 mentorship groups that are running right now that are helping to change the lives of people. So please come on board if you're interested, and you will be glad that you did. Every single person who has joined these groups, they have remarkable testimonies to share, because the results are undeniable. Those of you who want to get DSA's books, please go to Amazon.com and you'll be able to see all of his books from how to find your purpose, to marriage, to national development, to how to make money. There are a plethora of books on Amazon. You can also go to dsabooksplanet.com. Those of you who are in Nigeria specifically, this is a specialized website where you can pay in Naira and have it delivered to you, to your household, the hard copy I mean, and to get to wherever you are. You can also go to bambooks.io. That is a website that is like Amazon Unlimited or Kindle Unlimited, where when you subscribe, you can read as many of DSA's books as you like, or as many other books on the platform as you choose. So please make use of all of these resources, use it to build yourself up, and there is no limit to what you'll be able to accomplish. Next week, we're going to be back with another unique segment. We're going to be doing a book review. One of DSA's people has written a book, and next week we're going to be talking about that book, and it's going to be quite a unique one, and you don't want to miss it. So thank you very much for joining us today. Please join us same time next Saturday. And till then, God be with you. Keep taking charge. Keep doing your best. Keep dominating for God. And keep seeing how you can bring the kingdom from above that you've generated within you into fruition in the world. When I look around the world today and I see all the issue with the black race, I only have one question most times. Why are we not doing more individually that would, bring about a collective change? Most people are complaining about what others are doing, but I'm asking myself, what are we as a race doing? And that challenges me as a person to do more, because respect is earned. It's not something you can demand. It's not something you can bully people into giving to you. You're going to have to earn it yourself. So I believe that with the resources that we've been given, DSA has given us more than we can even consume in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years. So please take advantage of all these resources, build yourself up, find and live out your purpose. And I believe that we'll be able to make an impact in our generation. Thank you very much, and see you next week, Saturday. Bye for now.